Mr. Beast.
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 Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast embarked on a goodwill mission in Africa to help the needy, but it seems some Africans have taken his act of kindness the wrong way. Welcome to the African Watch, and today we will be discussing why some Africans are bashing Jimmy Donaldson, aka Mr. Beast. For those new to him, Jimmy Donaldson is an American YouTuber who made his way to the top as the most subscribed channel with over 210 million subscribers on YouTube currently. He's even stated to be the highest paid YouTuber with a net worth of over $500 million. As of 2023. And guess what? This millionaire is only 25 years old, and he started his YouTube journey back in 2012 when he was only 13. His content started from Let's Play videos to doing stunts and even remaking hypothetical scenarios like the Squid Games in real life. The unique and wild content he created increased the views on his channel, which naturally increased the money he made from the channel. Many people would have just saved up a lot and lived wild, but not Jimmy. He gave back to his fans and followers. Several people received cars, phones, and even houses. Jimmy doesn't do all this alone, though. He's had a strong team working with him, and from what we can see, he takes very good care of them. As his followers and subscribers increased, Jimmy created more channels to diversify the kind of content he was creating. Perhaps he was just experimenting, but these channels also became hits in their own right. Although individually successful, none of these spin-offs have even come close to beating his main channel. My favorite of his channels is Beast Philanthropy, which he dedicated to doing a lot of charity work, such as giving scholarships, organizing fundraisers, building a food bank, and many more. You would think that a man who has achieved this much and is still doing his best to help society would be appreciated by all. Well, sorry to burst your bubble, but no. When you are dealing with humans, there is always bound to be a hater somewhere. It will surprise you to know he's had his fair share of controversies over the years, from people calling him a scam to some even bashing him for condoning violence when he recreated the Squid Game movie. Personally, I think that video was fun. Some previous workers of his had also come out to accuse him of putting up toxic working conditions. There was just a lot going on, but while some hated him, he still had the majority of his fan base remaining supportive and loyal. Now, let's get to the recent controversy, which seems to have come all the way from Africa. On October 25th, 2023, Mr. Beast posted a video titled, "I Built 100 Wells in Africa." In the video, Jimmy traveled to various nations in Africa to build 100 wells. He did this in collaboration with a charity called water.org. And I must say the footage is so heartwarming. The countries that benefited from this project included Ethiopia, Kenya, and Uganda. Ethiopia, he built 20 wells, in Kenya he built 30, and in Uganda he built 50. The villages he visited in these countries solely relied on rivers and lakes that were dirty and unsafe. Naturally, having these wells brought a lot of smiles to their faces. If you know anything about Mr. Beast, you know when he does something, he does it big. Not only did he build the wells, but he also went ahead to provide bicycles for students who traveled miles to get to their schools, furnish some of those schools, and he and his team even built a bridge for one of the villages. While some Africans were elated about the good work done by a philanthropist from America, quite strangely, there was a school of Africans who did not like it at all. And one of them was a journalist from Ghana who I believe was the genesis of the hate train against the cause. This person went to Twitter condemning the act. He was upset that a white man came all the way from America to provide water in Africa. And his point was that this well-digging project was painting Africa in a bad light, making Africa seem like a poor, needy continent. He even stated that Mr. Beast made it seem like Africa was a jungle of Africans. As this guy kept ranting, he got people to back him up on his thoughts, and in a matter of days, some Africans started to condemn Mr. Beast for his act of kindness. There were people saying that he was exploiting the poverty of Africans to make more money and get views, which is quite funny if you asked me, since he will always get views no matter what he did. Others stated that he was not genuinely interested in helping, and neither did he feel any sympathy for those he was helping. It was all a visage he was creating. There were some who also said that this project brought shame to African leaders, since they couldn't provide something as common as drinking water for their people. Some even said that he didn't even inform or collaborate with the local authorities about it, making the project an act of disrespect. Here are a few comments passed by some of the hating Africans. Mr. Beast is a scammer and a liar. He has not built any wells in Africa. He has only staged and edited his videos to make it look like he has. He has paid some locals to act and pretend that they are happy and grateful. He has also used fake and stolen footage from other sources. He is a fraud and a thief. I am from Uganda, and I am so angry to see Mr. Beast and his team in my country. They have built wells in my land, and now we have problems. They have destroyed our natural resources and our way of life. They have also imposed their culture and their values on us. They are very rude and arrogant. They are not our friends or our brothers. They are our enemies and our invaders. I am from Ethiopia, and I am so sad to see Mr. Beast and his team in my country. They have built wells in my region, and now we have conflicts. They have created divisions and tensions among the people. They have also provoked the government and the rebels. They are very naive and reckless. They are not our saviors or our heroes. They are our problems and our burdens. The list can go on, but all poor Jimmy did was build well for Africans. I think this is total ungratefulness. Can you believe that some people dropped the colonizers' word on him because of that? These people should be grateful that a team of young adults was able to do the work that their so-called older rulers and leaders couldn't do for years and still counting. Amidst all the backlash, Mr. Beast has not for once responded to these comments, and in the case of his project, he made it clear that every money made from the views was going into more projects to help the continent. He even started a fundraiser to help these communities he was visiting. If Jimmy is anything, he's a kind soul, and I don't think he deserved that. Thinking about this simply makes me angry. I mean, many of these people bashing him have never helped anyone. They only sit on social media and just type like the keyboard warriors they are with no real impact on their immediate world. Reminds me of this thing my grandpa used to say to me: remember, those boing aren't on the field and don't know what it feels like. It will be in your best interest to ignore them and focus on what you are doing. Thinking of this whole Mr. Beast issue, I do think my gramps was right. I have been in Africa, I have lived in Africa, and I am African. I know how people need help, and I know how they appreciate the little anyone can do for them, especially those in the rural and underdeveloped areas. Such individuals will be grateful and are grateful for what Mr. Beast is doing. Watching the orphanage video brought tears to my eyes. Talk less about the ones involving the wells. If I, who is watching, could feel like that, then you can imagine how those who got help felt. I hope this does not affect Jimmy in any way, and I hope it doesn't affect his desire to help those he's helping. If you ever see this, Jimmy, know that for every one hate speech you get online, there are millions more appreciating your hard work. Thank you for what you are doing for our continent, and thank you for all you have done for the countless places around the world. I hope Beast Philanthropy becomes everything you want it to be. And to our keyboard warriors causing mayhem online, we forgive you. We forgive you for making Africans look like an ungrateful bunch. We forgive you for risking millions receiving help at the expense of your superficial ego and pride. I hope that in all your typing, you actually do something for our continent and this planet as a whole. Before my anger gets the best part of me and my producer takes my head, I'd end this whole thing here. Perhaps I am being emotional. What do the rest of you think about the whole thing? Share your thoughts with us in the comments section. And until the next video, just a little PSA. When someone offers you help you cannot afford but dearly need, just swallow your pride and say thank you.